Welcome back to an episode of Strife's Talking Points. This is the second story of my day. I really just came across this. I enjoy the news, but also enjoy the YouTube social commentary news and the different channels that are part of that. And I came across this. If you watch anything on YouTube and you're into any kind of games, I'll admit I'm a limited gamer. I play a handful of games. It's not something I'm really dead into, but I do like to hear what new games are coming out, what's changing, where the stories go, that kind of stuff. I do purchase a few games here, but it's not a huge part of my life. However, as I said, I enjoy it, so I'm subscribed to a channel called The Quartering. I believe the gentleman's name is Jeremy. He makes some decent content. I've been watching it for a while. I don't watch every video, but I do like to kind of see what's going on, especially when there's something interesting happening. And here we go. This is from Cnet. This is the archived page, which I actually took from the Quartering's website, and I just want to go through it real quick and break through some real quick analytics of the differences between Cnet, an older style digital media outlet, and the actual people they're going after. So here we go. The video game world is no stranger to controversy, but a new class of YouTube commentators is turning anger into influence. So he's very much skewing right there. How to make a successful video on one of the internet's most popular sites. 2. Find something to be angry about. Go to online forums, track what's hot on Twitter, and figure out the outrage of the day. Step 2, rant in the camera for 10 minutes. Step 3, profit. Welcome to 2019, where some influential gamers on YouTube have learned what many others, including the President of the United States, has figured out. Anger sells, it sells big. Now, that is the tagline in a piece which is actually going after people. So this is what you would consider a hit piece, and this guy's directly going after some YouTubers, and I'm going to show you he's doing it in an extremely disingenuous way, because if this was an actual reporter doing this, a journalist, it would be very much, he'd leave names out, he'd leave out things, he would just do general trends. However, that's not what's going to happen here. At the start of the year, a new cadre of negative YouTube gaming contenders came into prominence. Almost in unison, they each invoked spikes in audience and view counts, attracting hundreds of thousands of subscribers. That translated into millions of views a week as they discredited the video game industry's missteps, misadventures, and controversies. The views get rewarded in YouTube by ad dollars. Now, 1. If you read the news outlets, the game news outlets in general, everything is positive. They will tell you that every game is great, every game is well written, or when you flip over to certain sites, you'll see that they are only concerned with their individual politics and how that plays into the game or doesn't play into the game, and they're mad about that. Outrage is something I see all over the place, and everybody's kind of exploiting it for clicks, for views, and on the left side, the digital media side that's traditional that we've been kind of accustomed to over the last few years, it's starting to die down. The outrage isn't there because it doesn't apply to enough people. However, the new YouTuber group that's coming out, actually being more journalistic or funny in their comments and talking about stuff, you're not seeing that. And the Quartering, Geeks and Gamers, It's a Gundam, there are a lot of really interesting channels that aren't necessarily selling outrage. They're just going through it. A lot of them do straight up reviews, and this guy here is getting me. Those commenters who rail against efforts to upsell players, who typically shell out $60 for a game. These microtransactions, as they're known, can include different character design, new looks for weapons, additional stories, and are a source of constant irritation for vocal commentators who see them as a ripoff. If you buy a $60 game, and it is complete when you get it, along with storyline and everything you need to play the game, most people don't care. Microtransactions for new skins, new whatever, in general, most people don't care because you don't need the skin for any reason. It's just the customization or whatever that you want to do. When your microtransaction is things that make you more competitive, make you better in the game, that's where people get upset. Others veer into criticism of outspoken company exclusives. Some attacks get personal, criticizing members of the gaming community for their looks or perceived political beliefs, which is basically what this article is doing. Some attacks get personal, criticizing members of the gaming community for their looks or perceived personal beliefs. Exactly what this article is doing, going after it. Now, here we go. Including Tyler Denny, who runs Clean Prince Gaming Channel, which is more than 630,000 subscribers, creates slickly edited video essays dissecting news and reports and rumors of corporate screw-ups that lead to games' disappointing release. Some of the most popular videos are titled "Game Didn't Just Die, It Was Murdered." Here, just recently, there's a game release called Anthem. I was wanting to buy it because I was a big BioWare fan, and it wasn't until going through some of these videos that I've realized BioWare isn't the BioWare I remember from Knights of the Old Republic, some of the classic legacy games I've played years ago. And when the game was released, it's almost immediately come to fruition that it's fallen apart, which most of these guys were discussing beforehand. And it saved me the money, it saved me money watching these videos, seeing that they didn't work, and now you see it coming over. But there he is, immediately calling out people directly. Denny didn't comment for the story, posts his videos more than 510,000 subscribers that include thumbnails written in all caps. Who cares? All caps thing is not something most people even notice. It is just, they're just doing it to, like you did, to get people to come and look at it. Look at that picture. Why are gamers angry? Oh, terrible. As a result, Google, YouTube's parent company rewards these negatives by sending millions of viewers to these channels. If these channels have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, I've learned that I find them through each other. Personally, on Wednesday, it said it would take a tougher stance, blah, 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 blah. Got to skip down. People love the negativity. Have found success by mixing overly dramatic tongue-in-cheek jokes, skits, and the occasional positive video. Either these people responded for comment because they know what you're doing. There's no reason to comment if you know it's a hit piece. We're just going to kind of scroll through here. Sorry, I'm ill prepared for this video. YouTube is a full-time job that he is calling out about. 35,000 last year through advertisers. Recently, including Sprint, Honda, mattress firms. He made an investment. He has an investment portfolio. Other ways he makes up for shortfalls when money ads are down on his video. YouTube takes 45%. And it just keeps going on, talking about these people, pointing out the videos they're talking about. And here's the one here. This is the guy I'm most familiar with. About a month ago, Jeremy Hamley showed himself on video sitting in front of his computer, surrounded by popular boxes, video game consoles. Before long, he was attacking critic of Sony Days Gone By, who pushed her own politics as the review. She didn't review the game, she reviewed her politics in the game. I've seen this video. In the video, the quartering, his channel points Hamley's 530 subscribers to an online review survival horror game introduced by Sony, blah, blah, blah. He said she had given the game an unfairly low score and criticized a tweet in which she noted all of the game's zombies were white. Who cares? And he said he was targeting her. No, rebutting a review is not a targeting. You're seeing this right now with the Vox adpocalipse, with Carlos Maza attacking a direct guy for rebutting his videos, for showing the ideas he has don't stand up, for going through the fact that there's no citations, that someone's really just giving their opinion, not about the game, but about their opinion of the opinion. It's just the saddest thing. Now, Hamby told him, now he disavows any online attacks. That's something they're very clear about. And he just goes through here, which often calls journalists, which is funny. Sorry, this guy here would get there. And he directly goes into how Hamby funds the quartering, funds his videos. And then what does this man do? He reaches out to these companies that are advertising on the video to get them to pull their ads. That is the point of this video. Cnet, to me, has already done this. This is a video I made a while back. Dan Patterson of Cnet calls PewDiePie a white nationalist on CBS Live. I did a video on this.
PewDiePie. Don't subscribe to T-Series so that PewDiePie...
Multiple layers. The superficial layer is simply...
Cnet, this man works for his name. The hood is completely
toxic. Between PewDiePie and a rival channel. Many of his supporters were saying, hey, let's beat this rival channel. However, in 2017, PewDiePie was linked to anti-Semitic.
Now, I did a whole video on this. This guy here, it's in my stuff. You know, it's got some likes. I'm not a big channel. But Cnet attacking people who are competing with them, attacking the largest YouTube channel, trying to get their piece up. This is this huge guy, 3,000 tweets, 8,000 followers. He is not a very popular, at least Mazza has 40,000 followers. This is a person with a very small group of people that he's very active with, who 3,000 tweets. This thing has, right here, 61 retweets, 200 likes, 315. This got this man working for a company push forward to get out there the negative message about, oh my god, people are talking about your games and they're not always being positive towards everything. Editor at large for Cnet, division of CBS, which I have a problem with as well, past Wall Street Journal, Reuters, AFP work, blah blah blah, has all his information out there publicly, basically performing a hit piece trying to defund competitors. Now, I find this funny. Here is the analytics for Cnet. 324 worldwide, falling down a little bit. 147th in the US. Now, over the last 6 months, they have 139 million views to their page. Down a little, average video durations a minute. Page visits, 2.5, bounce rate, I don't really know what that means. But you can see that they're basically referred in from different searches versus direct stuff. Now, keep in mind, over 6 months, 140 million viewers, and you can see viewership is down, 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 down. And I wonder if this... No, that was in March. So it would have been about here. So they've steadied out, you know, but that's always a downward thing. Here is the quartering. One, and I would actually say one of the smaller of these groups, because I'm pretty sure One Angry Gamer is bigger than this guy. But anyway, in the last 30 days, which is how I believe Social Blade ranks it, he is the 26,000th largest subscriber count. Video down. Social Blade 112,000. Not massive. In the last 30 days, he has 11.5 million views in 1 month. One guy out there in his, I believe he's in his basement, sitting at his desk with his cats. Sorry, quartering, but it's this guy. He's just there doing this stuff, making reviews, having people see them, getting his own subscribers to subscribe, getting his own stuff through there, discussing games. People are actually wanting to hear his opinion. On his own, 530,000 subscribers to his channel himself. I'm not sure. Let's look up his Twitter. Is this going to give me his Twitter? All right, so this is his Twitter. 15,000 tweets, 38,000 followers. This guy here, 8,000 followers. So the quartering is essentially much more popular On the hit piece, 293 shares about his hit piece, 61. Cnet and these other companies, large digital media, are not able to compete with companies. No, not companies, with people. A guy in his basement is more popular than Cnet. If you took into account all the different channels that this guy is attacking, clearly they have more influence over gaming than he does, than Cnet does. And what are they doing? They're buying the game. They're going through what's good and what's bad for people who want to know what's going on. Games journalism is dead. If Cnet and these other places can only come after and try and attack people who are actually playing the game, giving you their opinions, when I would say that the quartering represents a more unbiased opinion than Cnet, than I can't even think of other gaming sites anymore because they've all gone to crap. I can't think of any of them that I've trusted. I mean, after the Amazon game was reviewed and called it a white colonialist empire, it was terrible. It was this MMO from Amazon about coming into a strange island. No one thinks like that. That's where these views are going, and that's why you see the shift in from everyone moving to channels like The Quartering, moving to Geeks and Gamers, moving to Angry Joe, One Angry Gamer. They're going there because that's what they want to know. They want to see the games. They want to see the humor. They want this. This is where the trend is. This is where people are going. And when Cnet, a major funded CBS company, they're probably pumping tons of money into this thing, are being beaten by a couple of guys sitting in their basements filming videos. That's where the problem comes in. That's why they're trying to, legacy media is coming back, attacking these people directly, going after their ability to make money and revenue. That's where YouTube needs to finally understand that people are coming to YouTube to watch videos that they like from people they want to see, to get the opinions of these trusted members, not these places like CNET, Kotaku. I'm trying to think of all the others. I can only think of like Bleeding Cool for comics. These places have been overrun by people with agendas. If your agenda is to talk about video games, to get things out there, to let people know what you think, to talk about failures in games, you shouldn't. No. That's just, no. This is why you see YouTube losing money, because they're bowing and bending over, bending the knee to hit piece journalism who do not have the interest of YouTube, the interest of Google at heart. YouTube, if you ever watch one of my videos, stand up for yourself. This is not harassment that's going on in these videos. This is not anything. These are people rebutting others' ideas. And it is not terrible. It is what people want. I've seen way too many sketches in these things to believe that they're just ranting for 10 minutes. To my knowledge, The Quartering has covered more actual news stories on his channel than I've seen on any other game. And it's just any other gaming channel. Maybe not. I know that a lot of them do reviews, do playthroughs, whatever. Stop it. Stop letting these places go after you. Push back. YouTube and Google as a company need to come forward and say, hey, this is not harassment. This is not racism. This is not sexism. This is just people talking, making entertainment, and giving people the reviews they want, while the legacy companies like Cnet are dropping and unable to compete with, let's just take two guys sitting at home in their basements. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope that this makes sense and brings out to you that you just really cannot go after these stories anymore. It's just got to stop. Yeah, it's not going to get me there. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, dislike the video, whatever you want to do. I just had to get it out there. Thank you, and have a great day.